Hi everyone and welcome to this week's edition of My Town. We're here in Clarenville at Ryan Power's studio, and we're here to talk to Ryan and some of the young fellas here about the Ice Warriors Hockey School that's coming up later on in August. Nice for you to join us. Thanks.
Thanks, Brian, for coming out. I know it's a big commitment on your part to come out here, and we're pretty happy with what we've been getting started here, and it's nice to have you on board. Thanks.
Yeah. That's great. We're going to ask you a little bit, tell us a little bit about the Ice Warriors Hockey School. It's coming up at the end of the last week of August.
Yeah, August 25th is our start date. We're going to finish on the 29th, so we're going to do a 5-day camp. And hopefully, obviously, leading up now in the future, we're going to end up getting into a little more regards to the camp, maybe 2-3 week schools, specific schools as well. So obviously, we're going to see how this one turns out for a week and go from there.
Tell us a little bit about the people who don't know you. I know you're famous here in Clarenville, but for your hockey exploits. But tell us a little bit about your background and what drew you into this.
Well, I left at an early age. Left home at an early age, and I'm from Trinity Bay, Norman's Cove area, and played minor hockey in Whitburn. And at 16, I left home and went to Ontario to play in the Ontario Hockey League. Played quite a bit of junior hockey, 4 years, and then I moved on and played varsity hockey for UPEI. And then after my varsity was done, I didn't get quite established in the workforce right away. I ended up going to play some pro hockey down in the Central League down in the United States, and anyways, came home, and then I started working in the sports conditioning field at a hockey school in Prince Edward Island. And from there, I ended up moving back to Newfoundland and residing in Clarenville now for the last 4 years. And this has always been a passion of mine to help, develop kids, and not just on the ice, but as well as off the ice in the sports conditioning field. So I'm just trying to, keep it going here for the kids in this local area. So.
And we have some of the kids with us. Maybe I'll get them to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about what they do with you, either during the hockey season or the off season. So you are.
I'm Michael Ingram, and I do the conditioning and power skating with Ryan.
Excellent. And your name is?
Tyler Green, and I do conditioning and power skating with Ryan.
Excellent.
Aaron, and I'm going to go to the hockey camp in August.
And are you doing any other programs now with Ryan?
No.
No? Okay, great.
I'm Jacob Harris, and I'm going to the hockey school with Ryan at August, and I'm in the power skating with him.
Excellent. And you are?
Ryan Curry, and I'm going to the power skating with Ryan.
And you going to hockey school?
Yeah.
Awesome. We were talking a little bit earlier about, I guess when you were younger and starting out, and what the potential is now for younger players. And I know, everyone has dreams and aspirations, and everyone has scored the winning goal in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup in overtime in their driveway, street hockey, or even playing sort of in school hockey. You've always had that dream, but it's a much more of a possibility now. Do you think for young kids starting out?
Yeah, it's becoming a reality now, and what we're seeing now is the playoffs, say, at the NHL level, and we're seeing Ryan Clough and Danny Cleary and Teddy Purcell and Adam Party's another one that's coming up. Michael Ryder just won the Stanley Cup, and Danny, of course, won it, 3 years ago. Now all of a sudden, kids are watching TV and they're seeing that they are product of Newfoundland. Obviously, the opportunity is there, and if you look at our past, obviously it has grown, since earlier years. So I mean, these kids now are seeing that it's quite a possibility. When I grew up, I was seeing maybe 1 or 2 Newfoundlanders. You didn't really know a whole lot about them. Right. And of course, everyone that played hockey and loved to play hockey had that dream. They wanted to play in the NHL. Realistically, for me, I think coming through the minor hockey system was, finish your midget hockey and then move on and get into schooling and complete your education and get out in the workforce. It didn't become reality for me that the dream was actually realistic till I was probably playing junior in Ontario, and then I noticed that I was in a dressing room with guys that had already been drafted and guys that have been coming back to camp from NHL training camps, and I'm in the same dressing room. So, it was quite a bit later for me, really figuring that out, but for these kids here and all the other kids across the island, now they're starting to see that, hey, I can do this. So I mean, if they put their put their mind to it and work hard. And if they have a passion for it, you got to have the passion to play. But if they have the passion for it, they can definitely do it, no question.
And more importantly than that, even if, like, that's a dream for lots of people, but I guess the goal of what you're looking at is would you say, it'd be fair to say, to build just more better rounded people? People are more focused, not necessarily on sport, but that translates into life in general. They find something that they're passionate about. They might find that hockey might not be their thing, but conditioning, nutrition, the sort of psychology aspect of goal setting and visualization, is that the sort of thing you're aiming towards?
For a 5-day camp like we're going to do this August coming, I mean, if you look at everything, obviously parents are, first and foremost, you're putting them on the ice and you're going to develop them as hockey players. But when you look at sports psychology and sports conditioning, then you have, your RCMP detachment coming in to also speak with the kids on little things around the community and stuff, things that the kids should be doing versus what they shouldn't be doing. There's so many different elements that we're going to add to this, and hopefully, like you said, it'll bring up a well-rounded kid into the workforce and doing the right thing, for the future. So I think that's a really, really positive thing that we're going to provide there. But of course, it's also giving them confidence too that whatever they choose to do, and if they want to move forward in hockey, obviously we're going to try to develop them that way and give them an introduction to what it takes to get to the level they want to achieve. I mean, it's not just on the ice anymore. The sport now is a 12-month adventure for them throughout each year. So I mean, the off-ice conditioning element, if they're not staying conditioned now, the other kids are going to get ahead because there's so many kids that are involved in it now. So I think we're going to add quite a package here for them. They're going to get an eye-opener too as to what it's actually going to take to get to that level.
Okay. Just to sum up, just to finish up there, who else is involved besides yourself?
Okay. Well, of course, it's myself and Keith Delaney. We're going to basically take lead on the ice. Here in the studio, I'm going to take lead here with the off-ice conditioning as well. So coming from the event center and getting myself in here with the kids and working with them with the conditioning element and teaching them some of the things they need to know. Our female program is going to be well developed this year, and that's something we're going to add more and more to, I think, as time goes on. We have Gina Kingsbury from Team Canada and Rebecca Russell. She's a big name here in this local area, and now she's involved in coaching throughout the ranks in Canada for women's hockey. We have another Olympian in Danny Rundqvist from Sweden. She's going to be flying over all the way from Stockholm to take part. I met her this past winter when they were here for the Four Nations Cup. She was a leader on their team, and I was involved with the conditioning element for that team while they were here. Right. So anyways, we just started throwing some emails back and forth, and she was interested. She was living in Toronto and saying she was definitely looking to get some work for the summer. So anyway, we ended up getting her in. Now we got to fly her over from Stockholm instead of Toronto. So, but that's fine. She's going to add quite a bit to it. Julia Russell also played St. FX University. She's going to be involved with the girls program as well. So I think regards to that part of the camp, I think we'll let those girls take part. I mean, they're so well respected and well rounded as to what they do. So I think Keith and I'll kind of step back a little bit and let the girls run the program for those kids. And in regards to the male aspect of the camp, the boys here and the rest of the kids that are going to come, Keith and I'll really take charge of that. We have some awesome staff as well. We have Jordan Smith from Ontario, who plays senior hockey here now and has quite a bit of junior experience. Mike Dyke is a well-known defenseman here in the province through senior hockey. And of course, those two guys were with the Allen Cup team that went away. So their experience is going to be great, and also good teachers as well. And aside from that, we're still pulling in some other guys too that are going to obviously take part and be big parts of this. My brother, for one, Trevor, he's coming back from Thunder Bay, and he's going to be a big time instructor for us as well. He's got some major junior experience out in the WHL, and then ended up going to school shortly after. But he's still playing hockey and very active in the sport and coaching in Ontario, so he's going to be a big part of this as well. Ryan Delaney's another one, I can't forget him, Keith's brother. So we got a little bit of a brotherhood going on there in regards to the four of us. So I mean, Ryan is also, he's one of those guys here in Newfoundland that has the senior experience, the Allen Cup now that we we both just took part in with Mike Dyke and Jordan Smith. So I mean, you know, those guys are going to be key parts of this and guys that we want to keep on board for long term. Scott Brophy's another one. Scott's not going to be here. He's going to be getting married this summer, and he's not going to be able to take part in hockey school this summer, but he's going to be long term as well. So we've already spoke with him.
Excellent. Well, that's excellent. So it's Ice Warriors.
Atlantic Ice Warriors.
Atlantic Ice Warriors Hockey Camp taking place in Clarenville the week of August 25th and 29th. I'm sure you can look it up on the internet. No trouble to find it.
No trouble to find it.
And thanks for your time. Thanks, guys. And stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thanks so much.